not my album. Fuck it, it sound like my album. I took my problems and solved them. I told my label that long as the money, the album, we won't be having no problems. This is that new drip, young nigga back on his bullshit.
YouTube! Whoa. It's your boy Patty Pat, back in the building. MODDAGOD. Fresh off a summer jam, you feel me? I was just doing my thing, big facts. But you know, today I'm about to slow it down, tone it down, let y'all get to know me a little bit better than y'all already know me. You feel me? So this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna do my first time getting head, you feel me? First time I was getting some, getting some, you feel me? First time I was getting some. So now I'm gonna have to take y'all back a little bit, you feel me? Back into a farther, younger, no facial hair, no braids. Sometimes I had the baldy and the bad hairline, you feel me? Terrible part of my life. So let me go to my imaginary friend and show y'all the person I'm talking about. This right here is the person I'm talking about. You feel me? This is a past version of myself. And this is the version, imaginary friend. You're very loud over there. My imaginary friend is very loud. Goodness gracious. All right, but this is the person I'm talking about when I'm talking about my first time, you know, getting a... That's what we calling it, all right? The first time a girl ever, you feel me? So now let's take it back. I'm not gonna say my boy's name because my boy is very professional now in his life, and I don't wanna bring him back. So I'm gonna call him Tristan. You feel me? Because he, at this point in his life, he was a Tristan Thompson. All right, so look, we're gonna call my boy TT. All right, so look, this is like the first time I actually got head. I was like, I got head on my third actual sexual encounter with a girl, right? So let me tell you how this went. Boom. I've never been in the field like this. First of all, this is like, you guys gotta understand what this is. The first time I got head was what, sophomore year. I think it was definitely sophomore year of high school, right? So at that point, Mom Duke still had a little bit of like the grips on me. You feel me? I couldn't do everything and like go outside. Like my friends was already young, getting drunk, driving their mom's cars at 16 with just a license, no perk. Like they was doing whatever. All these things my mom never let me do, right? So I was in the crib one day, right? And my boy TT had hit me. My boy Tristan hit me, and he was like, yo, bro, like, if I remember, the text message was exactly like, yo, bro, I never took you on a two-man before. I'm trying to see what you could do in a two-man. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, I don't think I ever been on a two-man either, imaginary friend. You feel me? I'm like, yo, I don't think I never ever been on a two-man. So in my mind, I'm just being cool. You know, like, you don't want to be the loser. So I'm like, yo, I'ma just be dumb cool. Granted, I had two bodies. I had two sexual encounters, and both sexual encounters happened with the girl one time. So I had two sexual encounters in my whole life and two bodies at the point that my mans wanted to go on a two-man. I had never been on a two-man. I was so inexperienced. I wasn't even that cool. You feel me? I've always been cool, but you get what I'm saying, imaginary friend? So in that regard, it was like, you know, I'm just being cool. It's like, you don't want to be the loser boy. So he picks me up at my crib, you feel me? I don't know what I G'd my mom's and told her to get out the house that night, but whatever it was, it worked, you feel me? So boom, we out, two-man, boom. Yo, now that I think about it, this might have been a little bit older. Like, this might have been like junior year. Like, this might have been a little bit older, yeah, because my man was whipping the V. All right, so he scooped me, boom, we go. If you know the Bronx, you feel me? We went, and I'm not even gonna say we picked the joints up from, well, we picked these joints up from like some famous buildings, uptown Bronx, New York, right? Boom. My mans knew what the girl wanted the joints. Like one of the joints he already like they had already done the thing before, and that was his friend. But the other joint pulled up with her friend. She pulled up with her friend from like, where was her friend from? Her friend was like from like either like Virginia or like Washington DC specifically, right? So she pulls up with her friend. We in the crib. Now we in my man's crib. I can't reveal mad things because people gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But we in my man's crib. It's a certain color. You feel me? We sitting in the color now. All of us with the joints. And my man start passing Henny around. You feel me? I ain't never really drank. You feel me? I'm still a young pup. I ain't never really got drunk before in my life. So my man just passing the Henny around. But the joints is like on the Henny like they've been doing this. So you feel me? Boom. I'm just sipping. I'm trying not to make the face. Trying to stay cool. In the midst of that, right? My man's, like, this is what I'm saying. Now I'm older. I know things like this go on. But this was like, my man's goes to the other joint and he's straight getting to, he's getting to it. You feel me? You feel me? Like this kid played no games. You feel me? Like this is the first. Like, bro, you know. All right. Now that we're older and shit, like you know, niggas like this is gonna sound crazy, but like if niggas been on a mission before, like you seen your mans, like you feel me, do whatever to get some chicks. You feel me? That's the best way to describe it without going into detail. But me never. So I'm just like, yo, what is going on? I'm really sitting on it. Bro, I'm really sitting on the couch and my man's is like really butt ass in some joint. Like he's butt ass. He's butt ass killing. He's butt ass killing his joint's cheeks, right? So I'm really sitting over here like, yo, is this what a 2-man is? You feel me? My man's butt ass is enjoying, and I'm really like, oh, this is what a 2-man is. So like now after I get over all of those things mentally, right? It's still me in this joint from out of nowhere. You feel me? Out of nowhere, just saying. So I'm talking to her, I'm chopping it up, right? And like now I'm older, I know that she was a smut, but she was lying to me, right? So she like, you know, I ain't never really been with a guy before. You feel me? Like I only do girls. Like I'm used to being with girls. I've never really been with a guy before. Like I've only had sex with one guy in my life. She's telling me the whole spiel, right? And I'm just like, right? But I'm looking at my man's in action right now. My man's is, don't tell me your name, and the other one, Ashley. The other one, Mary Kate. I'm a nigga that started in Section 8. Shout out to my mama, I got about it, you feel me? He make her walk out with a hunchback, you feel me? He's killing that bitch from the back, he break and make her walk out with a hunchback. You feel me? My man's just over there clipping the cheeks, right? So I'm like, yo, I don't even have the experience at this point. Like, I've still only had my sex with 2 joints. So I'm like really there, and I'm like, alright. So I'm like, what you want to do, right? And she like, I mean, like, I told you I never really been with a guy before, right? So I'm like, alright. So I got confident. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. This might sound pause right now, imaginary friend, right? But I just went with the same confidence I saw my man's exhibit. You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? I went with back out energy. You feel me? I went reverse beam, I backed out. You feel me? That's all I had. That's the only move I had, right? So she like, oh, that's what you want to do. So I'm like, all right, copy. Shorty had a tongue ring, right? Had a tongue ring. So she gets down And without me saying nothing, she pushed my dick in her mouth. You feel me? So I'm like, oh shit. But like, this is my first time getting head, right? So like, bro, I'm expecting it to be amazing. Like, I'm expecting this to be like, yo, I've never felt something like this before in my life. But the shit was dumb trash. Bro, so I'm just like, what is this girl doing playing around with me, right? So, whatever. I got a little rock, boom, turned around, I'm start clipping it, right? I start clipping it, boom, start clipping it. Let me get to that. Let me get to that, imaginary friend. Let me get to that. So, originally when I started, right, I did wrap my willy, right? I did wrap my willy. But just like the mouth was trash, so was the box. It was trash too. So like now, you know, like when you just digging for no reason, like you just digging and then like nothing's coming out of it. So I'm like digging, I'm digging. I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna get there. So it's like, fuck it. I'm still watching my mans have a blast. You feel me? I wish you could have switched because she was a stallion. You feel me? Watching my mans have a blast. So then I ended up raw dogging it. And I still didn't finish. But I ended up not catching none. And there's a crazier even part to that story. Hold on, let me tell my imaginary friend. Yeah, I told my imaginary friend that's a crazy like twist to the story. You feel me? Crazy ass twist to the story. You feel me? That I can't explain to y'all. But yeah, that was my first time getting head. It was dumb trash. Dumb trash. OD trash. The whole experience was just like more of like an eye opener to me. It was like Pornhub went from something I watched on the screen to being right in front of me. Like Pornhub live Pornhub. Yeah. And that's pretty much my story about the first time I got head. What do you think about that, imaginary friend? All right, YouTube. See you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. And big more videos coming next. This was kind of quick. I definitely got a triple upload today for a fact. Your boy MOD, Big Mount Vernon shit. You heard.
This not my album, fuck it, it sound like my album. I took my problems and solved them. I told the label that long as the money, the outcome, we won't be having no problem. This is that new drip, young nigga back on his bullshit.